Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to show you a couple of purple Diamine inks because I realized I have so many purple Diamine inks. By so many I say like about 7 that I've counted so far. I don't exactly know because I don't actually know what kind of ink I have, how much I have. It's kind of a mystery to me because they're in 3 different places. Part of it is in the States, part of it is like tucked away to actually send to the States, and then part of it is in my drawers. But yeah, I don't know exactly. But these 7 Diamine inks are like the inks I like a lot and I use quite often. So I thought I would compare them since they're all Diamine, they're all purple, they're all kind of sheeny, and I basically love them. So yeah, let's go look at 7 inks together and compare them. Okay, let's switch the shot. All right. Here I am with 7 purple inks by Diamine. Some are very, very dark and some are slightly blue leaning, such as Bilberry right here. I will give you up close shots of these inks and we'll try to show the sheen as much as possible because actually all of these are sheeny. So this is Imperial Purple. This is Diamine Little Pip, which is a Cult Pens exclusive. Diamine Pansy, which is from the Flowery collection. Diamine Scribble Purple, Monboddos Hat, Purple Rain, and Bilberry. I believe Purple Rain might be a German exclusive, or it's also available at Cult Pens. I'm not completely sure about Purple Rain. It is one of my favorites. It's a very, very dark purple. And I swatched them on 2 different types of paper. So this is Rhodia. This is not Rhodia Ice. So I used to have a Rhodia Ice pad. I cannot find it. This is the normal pad, which has slightly yellowy paper. I mean, it still shows off the colors fairly well. It just gives them a little bit of a warmer tone than on this paper. This is Galen Leather, a Tomoe River notebook. And this paper, of course, shows you the glory of the sheen. And I'm working with unnatural light because it's winter. There is quite a lot of sunlight today because it's been really cold, but it's still winter and the light is never optimal. So I hope I can show you how lovely some of these are. So the main sheener, I would say, is a Little Pip. This is just full-on sheen, as you can see. The base is quite purple. It's not a super warm tone purple, but it's also not a cool tone purple. It's somewhere in between. I would say the same for Imperial Purple. As you can see, it's a warmer tone purple. And Pansy is too. Pansy is often said to be a dupe for Lamy Dark Lilac. And it is quite close. But I like Monboddos Hat more for Lamy Dark Lilac. I think if you mix them, it will be perfect because Monboddos Hat is a little too cool toned for a dupe. So it's somewhere in between. So if you get both of these and mix them, you should have somewhat dark lilac type of mix. As you can see, you don't see much sheen on Monboddos and Pansy. There is sheen when you write. It's just not as prevalent in the swatch. This is just a very dark purple ink. I really like it. But because it's so dark, you don't really see that sheen all that much. Imperial Purple is somewhat lighter and warmer, and you see that golden sheen. On the bottom we have Diamine Bilberry. Bilberry was my first love from Diamine. Basically, it is I would call it a blurple. Like, it's a cool toned purple with a lovely gold sheen, and it is a monster sheener. Like, it was the first monster sheener that I used like this, and it's still one of my favorites. I have it inked up right now, actually, in my VAC 700R. And it is just gorgeous. It is one of my favorite inks, and the flow is really nice. So the more saturated Diamine inks are slightly less flowy. as in they aren't as wet as other inks, but Bilberry doesn't really suffer from that problem. I must say Imperial Purple is also okay. Scribble Purple I have had some flow issues with, but I was using it in an extra fine nib, so it's not super relevant. I'm just trying to show you the sheen, guys. Scribble Purple is also very dark. It is more, how am I gonna explain this? It is slightly blacker than Monboddos Hat. And then Purple Rain is also very dark, but also slightly lighter than Scribble Purple. I would say Purple Rain and Scribble Purple are very close. As you can see, I laid on Scribble Purple, this one, Scribble Purple, quite thickly, and it might be that is making it look much darker. Little Pip is just a sheen monster. That is insane. I haven't used it in a while, so I'm kind of surprised at seeing that. So these are the inks on Tomoe River. The swatches, of course, they did bleed a lot. Well, not a lot. They did like bleed a little. But their swatches, they're like full-on swabs, a lot of ink. This does not surprise me at all. I'm surprised that not all of them actually completely bled through. Yeah. I'll add a picture with the sheen showing in the description box for you to look at, so you have an idea of what it looks like. Stationery with the names there. This is, putting it away, this is the Rhodia paper, and they do look a little different here, but you can still see the three inks that are really dark. This is Monboddos Hat. This is Scribble Purple, and this is Purple Rain. So those are really dark purples. I'd say that in this lighting they don't even look all that purple, but they are truly purple. They just look super dark. I wonder if I can get closer and then you can see it better. It's hard. Anyway, you can see that they do still have some sheen on this paper. It's not as much as on the Tomoe River. This is a little Pip that was just completely sheen in the Tomoe River, and as you can see, it's still basically sheen. You can see how light of a purple it is there. Imperial Purple is just a lovely royal purple. I don't really see any sheen on this paper. When you write, it might show sheen. Writing is always different than swabbing, but it's not very obvious. Pansy, as you can see, is slightly darker, still a warm tone purple. And as I said, mixing it with, this is Monboddos, I think it would make a lovely, lovely dark lilac dupe. Here you can see how blue Bilberry is in comparison to, example, the Imperial Purple, but you can also see that it still sheens on this paper, and I love it so much. Yeah, the dark purples don't really, I don't think they show up best on this paper. They're so lovely. If I look at it like this, I think Pansy is my favorite because of the tone of that purple. It's dark, not too dark, it still looks really purple, and it looks rich. That's how I would want to say it. Anyway, quick video of 7 Diamine purple inks. I'm obsessed with purple. I have like 4 pens or 5 pens inked with purple, and I just wanted to show you these because they're all a good price, not too expensive. And if you want a sheeny purple or sheeny ink in general, I would say go for this. And I got some ink on my hands. It's probably not going to focus because I touched the paper. So sheeny inks, they do smudge, especially on Tomoe River. Anyway, I hope this was informative. If you want writing samples of any of these inks, please let me know down below, and I'll get to that. Thank you guys for watching. Bye bye.